I don't want to talk about that. I mean, can we leave it alone already? That's something that just has happened. Just let bygones be bygones. Let things that happen have happened. Or just be quiet about it. Get the broom, sweep it under the carpet. So, facing things, situations we'd rather ignore. So today I wanted to talk about something that's not easy for any of us. Facing what we'd rather ignore if you don't want to see it, if you don't want to address it, if you keep pushing it away, if you don't want to listen, even when you disagree, even when it hurts, even when you weren't involved. I've learned that eventually these things have a way of coming back. Oh, yes, they do. And often they come out in a disaster, whether it be intimate relationships, society relationships, just every which way you can look at it. We've all been there, or maybe some of us never experienced as such, or want to say. There are conversations we'd rather not have, truths we'd rather not face, and topics we'd rather sweep under the rug. Maybe it's because it's uncomfortable. Maybe it's because it challenges our beliefs. Or maybe it's because it just hurts too much. But here's the thing. Ignoring problems doesn't make them disappear. Silence doesn't heal wounds. It buries them. And what we bury grows roots. Ooh. These roots can crack the very foundation of our relationships, of our communities, and even our own sense of self. So why do I bring this up? Because they are always real, meaningful ways to have your voice. To discuss and talk about different topics with dignity and respect. Even when you don't want to hear it. Even when you don't agree. Even when someone doesn't look like you, walk like you, talk like you, act like you, think like you, believe like you. It's not about always agreeing. It's about listening, learning. It's about recognizing that every person you meet knows something you don't. That's truly my experience. And when we open ourselves up, even just a little bit, we soften the blow of those hard truths. We build bridges instead of walls, needing and learning to strategize new ways to address what matters. To stop sweeping things under the carpet. To stop devaluing the voices and experiences of others simply because they're different from our own. Learning to choose courage over comfort. The thought to choose dialogue over dismissal. Wondering how to choose to face what's hard together, so that maybe, if some agree upon, can build something better. Peace. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the video I just did before I walked out. And I started thinking, yes, I am totally in agreement, and I have had plenty of situations where we just had to come out and get things from under the carpet. And so a lot of times, I think what goes into the equation also, there's always not just one way or the highway. intimate relationship. Some people go hard on trying to understand others, and then, you know, you have some couples, whether it be a man or a woman, just sweep it under the carpet. Bygones be bygones, or I don't want to talk about that, no matter how much you persist in to keep talking about it. And then eventually you realize the relationship is gone. There is no more relationship. You know, so that stuff does foster into the soul, into the mind, or it has a way to come up in the worst disastrous manner. Intimate relationships can lead to domestic violence, you know, one not understanding one another and things of that nature. So as humans, because a man is a human, a woman is a human, relationships, we're in human relationships. I mean, yeah, you have those that do things to animals, but that's not what I'm talking about. And so it's, you know, you hear a lot of bickering back and forth on relationships. A man is this and the woman is that, and then we hear the same thing with race. The black person is this and the black person is that, and the redhead is this and the light or the dark skin or the brown paper bag is that, you know. And then, you know, then go deeper into the races of more than just that. And then you have the money. The poor is this. The rich is this. The middle class can barely make it turning poor. The middle class going rich. The homeless on the street not even poor. Can't even afford the other O in po. They have to say po. They can't even afford P-O-O-R. Seriously though. And then, you know, the fight with the political party. The red, the blue, Tell me what you are so I can chop you up. And zoned into that too, where the word extremist come out, and that's the only thing you can think when you see somebody. I had somebody want to whip my ass when the national anthem came out in a workplace setting, and I was the only black on duty that day, and they don't work there no more, and they came after me, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, are you serious? So we become really extreme. You know, so okay, let me go back to that one. So one wanted to really rip me a new asshole for the world coming out with a national anthem on the football thing, right? And then another personality is about I'm telling you, like, for real, is like, them personalities and behaviors are real. Then another one was like, you're a Democrat. And I was like, why do you say that? He was like, because you're black. But we just laughed. We fell out laughing on the floor. I think I said something real crazy back to him. So there's the two extremes of personalities, you know. One was able to laugh and we crack it up and joke, and I could say something stupid back to him. And the other one was ready to fight. It was like, don't go to him or whatever. I think he had went to the Capitol on whatever January. And I guess they know his history or something like that. But and I was like, I'm just going to figure out, like, you know, try to make him laugh or something, you know. But we can't. Like, when somebody is zoned into their own personality
and they're holding on to their belief, which, for example, a person can look at it as extreme, is what I looked at it as. I look at certain things as extreme. They are not going to budge for anybody, even though a few days later they was like, "Hi, Emily." They didn't say sorry, but they wanted to speak to me. People are a trip. It's people. Human behavior. We can't make nobody do nothing. Even, though we can try to have these decent conversations. Another thing I wanted to say was, even if it was more open to have conversations with different colors, different races, different money issues, would the hurt be going on now? Would the extremists be going on now? Would the whatever. I think I try to find the good in everything, and I think it's opening the eyes to a lot of things to see who is who, and let you know it's not about color. It's not just about color. It's not just about what political party you are. It's not just about having 48 cents in a bank account. It's not just about your way or the highway, my way or the highway. There's a lot more involved in that. So it's good to, once you understand that and really truly believe that, because now I think even some people you watch and how they speak and what they're speaking about, it's like you're going back into the same old thing. You're doing the same thing that you're fussing at somebody for doing, right? You're fussing at somebody and you're upset at somebody for doing something, but now you're taking those same actions to do the same thing that they are doing for your benefit, right? I can't go too deep into that right now, but we all see how the world is going, or what's going on in the world, and I think it can be all about taking the, what do you like? You like the good, you like the bad, you like the ugly. And for me, I try to find the good in all. That don't say I'm not going to get frustrated and go, oh my goodness, or whatever, but I keep going